Senator. Mr. Tse, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Chairman Klein, Ranking Member Scott, and members of the Education and Workforce Committee, thank you for the opportunity for being able to testify in front of you today. Thank you for calling this important hearing on the benefits and the need to fund career and technical education programs. My name is Paul Tse, and I'm a proud graduate of a CTE program at Thomas Edison High School of Technology in Silver Spring. I come before you today as a staunch advocate for career development opportunities for students in construction and the skilled trades. My journey from apprenticeship or apprentice to project manager began in Hong Kong in 1996. When I was 10 years old, my parents moved my family to America in search for a better life. We settled in Montgomery County, Maryland, and that is still where I live today. For the first few years of my life in America, my family bounced around rental properties and staying with relatives, simply because we just didn't have the financial means to own a home. Although my parents worked relentlessly to provide for their kids, they were not immediately able to claim their piece of the American dream. While I was attending Rockville High School, I struggled as a student. I had attendance problems, mediocre to terrible grades. I fell into the wrong crowd and lacked any type of direction. As I started my junior year, I noticed my classmates and friends making plans to go off to college. As I sat and watched from the sidelines, I can still remember the feeling of embarrassment and helplessness, while those around me were beginning their climb toward success, and I sat still at the bottom. My life took a dramatic turn when my family member, who was a roofer, suggested that I look into the skilled trades as a career path. Like many of my peers, I've been pushed to attend a four-year college as if anything else was seen as settling for a failure. With the help of my guidance counselor, I found a local career and technical education program at Thomas Edison High School of Technology. Without any construction background, I nervously decided to enroll in the HVAC program my senior year. For those of you who do not know, HVAC stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, which is what keeps us comfortable every single day. Spending my mornings in a typical classroom and my afternoons at Edison, I was introduced into the world of construction and the skilled trades following my industry's recognized and credentialed curriculum of National Center for Construction, Education, and Research, NCCER. Thanks to the dedicated staff and a newfound sense of direction, I graduated the program at the same time as my peers were graduating their typical high schools. Within a week of graduation, I had 2 job offers from respected local companies to join their team as an apprentice. Even before my peers packed up their bags and into their cars to head out for freshman move-in day, I accepted a position with Shapiro Duncan mechanical contractors and got right to work. In the summer, I logged valuable hours as a simple helper on a small construction project, and in the fall, I started my official apprenticeship program. For the next 4 years, I worked on projects during the day and attended classroom education in the evenings at Montgomery College as part of the ACA program, Air Conditioning Contractors of America. In the classroom, I was motivated and learned the basic theories of HVAC and also some complex math equations and calculations. My on-the-job training transferred what I had learned in the evenings into real-world projects. At the end of my program, I was proud to be named the HVAC Journeyman as recognized by the state of Maryland. I'd like to note an important fact about the day I graduated. Because I was fortunate enough to have my employer pay for the cost of my apprenticeship program, I was debt-free. Not only was I debt-free, I was also paid for the 4-year apprenticeship program, so I received my post-secondary education at no cost and earned 4 years of salary during that same time. I bet there are many folks in this room today, both younger and older, who are probably still paying off their student loans from undergrad or their grad school. I started my ascension into leadership positions during my time in the field. I ran small projects as a field foreman, leading small crews of 2 to 4 technicians on installation work such as AC replacements at condominiums, schools, and small office buildings. After 7 years of working in the field, I moved up the project ladder and secured a position as an assistant project manager. After a year of that, my company deemed me a valuable enough asset, and I was promoted to become a project manager. In the construction world, a project manager manages all aspects of a project, including budget, means and method of installing work, schedule, and just overall constructability. As someone who has real-world experience installing systems and welding pipe, I have a unique vantage point as a project manager. I did not only learn from the book on how to light a torch, I actually held it in my hand. Some of my colleagues graduated from four-year colleges with degrees in construction management and mechanical engineer. While I'm sure this benefited them, my field experience and CTE training gave me a true competitive edge. I come before you today humbled and thankful that I had the opportunity to attend the CTE program at Edison. It is time that students, guidance counselors, educators, parents, American public, to recognize the fulfilling and lucrative career that can be achieved in the construction and skilled trades. We must all work to remove any stigma that exists in choosing a CTE program over a traditional four-year college as somehow settling. Those 4 years I spent at Montgomery College and out in the field, I worked just as hard as the students at colleges and universities. Instead of pushing kids down the traditional path of college prep, we should be pushing kids to explore learning opportunities that prepare them for college and a career. Whether the destination is an engineering degree from the University of Maryland or a journeyman's license from the state of Maryland, high schoolers should have the equal opportunities to prepare for either pathway. Chairman Klein, Ranking Member Scott, and the members of the committee, I am the American dream. I urge all of you to ensure that every child in America has the same opportunities as I did. Thank you.